A resolution endorsing the re-election of Donald Trump and Mike Pence. Whereas both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have worked tirelessly to expand the grassroots of the National Republican Party through their personal involvement with Republican voters at mass rallies throughout the nation, and by working closely with the Georgia Republican Party, have increased volunteer efforts across our state to ensure the success and election of Republican candidates. And whereas President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have demonstrated true leadership for our nation during the COVID-19 pandemic by establishing and recommending health protocols to reduce the spread of COVID-19 and therefore significantly reduce the death rate predicted by health officials. And they work tirelessly to ensure that every state has the requested equipment, materials, drugs, testing technology, and personnel to treat patients and preserve life. And whereas both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence imposed tariffs on China in order to begin the correction of the trade imbalance and the abuse of fair trade policies, and President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have reclaimed millions of outsourced jobs and manufacturing entities from China that had been exported and outsourced by previous presidents, thereby providing the most successful economy in the history of the United States. And whereas President Donald Trump has revised the rules of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, to provide for veterans to seek medical treatment from civilian hospitals and doctors when the VA cannot respond adequately or in a timely manner. And President Trump has revised the rules of the VA to hold personnel accountable for their actions and terminate those who abuse patients and otherwise do not act in the best interests of the VA mandates. And whereas both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have rebuilt our military forces after years of neglect by the previous administration, and whereas both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have been outspoken proponents of the rights of the unborn and have strongly supported right-to-life candidates for Congress, and whereas both President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence have been focused on protecting the citizens of the United States from uncontrolled illegal immigration by building a security wall in the areas most used to cross over our southern border, and whereas President Donald Trump has supported the rule of law in the Constitution by standing strong against the unlawful attempt to overturn a duly elected administration through the impeachment process, and understanding how this activity began, implementing actions to prevent this atrocity from recurring under a future president. Now therefore be it resolved that the Georgia Republican Party hereby endorses and expresses its strong support for the re-election of President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence.